It's a normal episode of Criminal Minds, but it's also introducing a whole new group of profilers.
The new team is run by Cooper, and Cooper is a guy that was asked by the FBI to come back into the fold.
I'm allergic to bureaucracy.
But his only caveat was that he needed to pick his own team, whoever he wanted in his own way, and operate as much as he can outside of the bureaucracy.
So when you meet Sam Cooper, he's already walking outside the rules. He doesn't live in the rules. We still work in the FBI, but I'm able to be able to operate in a more clandestine, undercover way.
You hungry? You want to grab something?
Don't try and act like you care.
A father and a daughter have been kidnapped off the streets of San Francisco.
You come quiet, or you both die.
All the police, and in fact even the FBI, believe that it has nothing to do with this other serial killer situation going on. Forrest Whitaker has been sort of studying this and believes that everything is connected.
And you think it's all connected?
I think it's a hell of a coincidence, don't you?
And you want me to bring your team in on the case?
He's formed his own little ragtag band of brothers because he's deemed them the kinds of people that are very, very good at profiling.
They fit together more than they fit in the world, and they all have incredible skills and incredible abilities.
Michael Kelly, who plays Prophet, is a guy that spent time in prison, and Cooper found him.
6 years, 3 months, 4 days.
Mick is a guy who was in the Special Forces over in Britain and is a sniper.
The fact that on the surface, the guy seems like a really easygoing, flirtatious, sort of charismatic character.
So, what you wearing?
A gun.
And the fact that he's an ex-sniper from the SAS who's made a transition to the BAU is something that I thought was really interesting to explore.
Trying to get out of the heavy lifting, eh?
Actually, I'm setting up a two-way ILMB with a 500 megawatt transmitter and single polarity LMB, both operating in the KU bands.
My character's name is Gina LaSalle. She's a profiler. Never really kept people too close because she was always on the move, so I think she's really good at picking people out and figuring out who they are.
Jane is telling her parents that they don't exist in her life.
It's a pilot, but it's also an episode of the original show, you know, so it's quite a strange thing.
We got him.
There's this whole new group of people to get to know. The cases will be just as exciting, but there are these new lives to explore.
I did the original pilot for Criminal Minds, and then I was asked to come back for this episode. It's been fun to be back with this group of people, a super talented cast, and then our new cast, people like Forrest Whitaker and Matt Ryan, just fantastic actors.
Before we started shooting, Michael and Matt and Forrest and I sat down, and we really created different storylines for us that helped us with each moment in every scene we did.
San Francisco was a terrific place to shoot. We were so lucky to get the locations that we got.
We shot in Chinatown, we shot in some of the major hilly streets that you can't really double anywhere else. What I'm trying to do with this episode is just sort of broaden it out a little bit and make it feel like a mini movie.
You up for a ride to San Quentin?
The big one for us was shooting in San Quentin, which is a working prison with 5,000 prisoners. And we brought our film crew in, and we were able to shoot 2 big scenes on the yard.
The authenticity that that yard gave to this part of the story was really beneficial. It was a really remarkable experience.
Everyone other than the main actors are prisoners.
Put the weapon down!
A normal episode of Criminal Minds takes about 8 days to shoot. This is taking 12 or 13 days to shoot.
Shooting on a rooftop in downtown with 2 helicopters overhead with a gun and an FBI badge.
You know what it feels like to lose your daughter? Do you really want to hurt somebody else's?
Up on the rooftops, looking through sniper scopes down on people. Yeah, it's been really good fun.
Here we go, and action. In 1 week, I was up in a helicopter twice, was in San Quentin, I was in San Francisco, I was shooting stuff on helicopters here in Los Angeles. It was really one of those strange weeks where you're like, oh, this is a really fun job. And we will cut.